Hey guys, welcome to the next video here. I just wanted to give you guys some resources that you could use once this class is over to help you continue with your CSS and just some useful tips here. So the first website I want to show you is the welovecss.com site. This is an awesome site that I use. There's a lot of CSS forums out there that help you with answer any of your questions you have. This one I like particularly because they're pretty quick about responding to your questions. The people in the forums are pretty intelligent, and they always seem to help me with any issues that I run into. So I highly recommend it. It's free to use. All you need to do is create a username and a password, and off you go. You can see they have it broken up into HTML, CSS, browsers, graphics, all kinds of stuff. And they're pretty quick about responding. I usually get 1 or 2 responses within 24 hours, if not more. And the thing to remember is that there's multiple ways to solve the exact same issue in CSS, so you'll get different answers, and it'll be up to you to decide what you want to do in most cases. So useful. You can also just look up CSS forums online. If you find one you like better than this one, feel free to use it. But definitely use forums. They're a good place to find information. The next one here is CSS layouts. It's codesucks.com. It's cool because it has these templated layouts that you could use. And to find this one on Google, all you need to type in is CSS layouts, and it's usually the first one that pops up. There it is right there. And scrolling down here, click on fixed layouts, and you have a number of different layouts. Scroll all the way to the bottom, there are like 40 something layouts, and if you pick one of them here, you can either download it or take the code directly, I guess, if you just go to the view source on your browsers. And let's say I want this one here. You can just click on the download this CSS layout, and it gives you a zip file that you can unzip on your computers and have it ready to go. All you need to do is change the values, or copy and paste all the code into your HTML and copy and paste all the CSS into your CSS, and then just change the values out, change the properties, change whatever you need to, but at least you have a base, a starting point for your websites. It's great to get rid of some of that boring stuff you need to code every single time anyway. So the other one I want to show you is the CSS Play. Is a UK site. If you just type in cssplay.com, you get the first one right here, the Stu Nichols site. They also have layouts, but I like this one for their menus because they have a bunch of sample menus that you can click on, and you can download the code from. So let's just click on one here. Let's just pick one random definition list menu. Let's see what this is. So here's a menu, and you can demo it here on screen. You could also directly download the code. Sometimes it's listed down at the bottom how to download it. There's also copyright for each individual one, what they ask you to do for it. If they don't give you a download button here, as most of them don't, some of them do, you just go to view source, and then you just gotta dig through the code here until you come upon it, and just copy and paste it into yours. So let's see, we're looking for these names here. That'll be my my indicator as to where this is in the code. So those artists' names, see if I can find them. Scroll down. There. So here's the menu, the sample menu, and the CSS is either embedded on the page itself, or there's a link to the CSS at the top in the head section of the website, just like we did for ours. In this case, it looks like this is probably the CSS. Let me make sure these are the right IDs, menu and gallery. There's menu, gallery. So yeah, this is it right here. So you would just copy and paste this CSS. It's embedded in this case, but you would copy and paste it into your external CSS, and it would work just fine. Sometimes there's a link to another CSS page here besides the default. If you click on this default one, it's just a default for the entire page, so you don't want that. Sometimes there's another link to a different CSS file, and you can just copy and paste it into yours. And it's all free to use. Sometimes they just tell you that to give credit to the original programmer inside your code. It isn't viewed by the user, but as long as you put a comment saying, I got this from CSS Play, then they usually just let you use it for free if it's a for-profit site. If it's a non-profit site, I don't think they'll even care, but just read through the copyrights for each individual one. This one, for example, has background images, and you might not always have access to that in some cases. Just look for the images folder in the code and see if you can find it. If not, just replace it with your own images. At least you have a working site, or a working menu that you can just copy, paste, and use as you'd like. So good resource there for you guys to use. Let's just dig through a few more here. So all kinds of different ones. This one's zoom in style. It's kind of weird. I don't like the colors on that one. Let's find another one. Let's see. Drop line menu. So this is a dual level menu. These are a little more complex, but if you look through the code and you can figure it out and change out the values and properties for all the different elements in the HTML and the values and properties in the CSS, then feel free to take that. Let's go look at one more. Let's see what else we got here. Sliding tab menus. Ooh, those are kind of cool. So again, yeah, just look through the code for each one, go to the view source, find the buttons, find the CSS for them, and copy and paste into your site, and you're good to go. You can use them as you wish. So good resources there for you guys to use. I have a couple more websites that I'll put up on the class website itself. One for inspiration, which is coolhomepages.com. And then I'll see if there's a couple of other websites I want to show you guys. I'll also put links to on the class website. So hopefully these help you guys a little bit as you move on from this CSS class and into more advanced things.